What's up YouTube? I'm back with another end of session vlog and I just want to really quickly go over what you guys just watched. So going into this session, I felt pretty terrible. I only got like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, and on top of that I had to dunk right after I woke up pretty much, only 2 hours after waking up. And anyone who's ever dunked under those circumstances knows it's not ideal, and you'd probably feel much better if you waited a lot longer before you jumped. But aside from feeling not so great, I warmed up, I was still able to hit my dunks, I was still able to practice what I wanted to practice. And most importantly, I was able to hit a 360 Eastbay on what I considered to be a low jumping day. This is really good because that's never happened before. That's always been a dunk where if I'm not jumping amazing or having a great session, I shouldn't even try it. So that's great. I'm very happy with that. It's a good sign of progress. And I'm really just excited to keep working on that dunk so I can hopefully make it every session. So aside from the other routine stuff you saw, I'm still working on my under both. It's still a little bit rusty and I haven't been able to quite get it back since the injury. Pretty much I've just forgotten where to space myself on that dunk through starting position, takeoff position, and a bunch of kind of similar stuff like that where I put the lob. It's just basically very rusty. Now, honestly, it's a really good thing that this is happening, because before I was making the dunk without knowing what I do now about why I'm missing the dunk now, if that makes sense. So ultimately, I think once I'm able to kind of make these adjustments, get the rust off, I think it's going to be better than ever with what I know now. But aside from that, that's pretty much all the talking points for this video. I do want to mention one thing about the rim height though, because like I said in the beginning of the video, it did start off a little bit low, so I just want to kind of explain to you guys what happened there. So as I'm warming up, like I said, I did not feel that great, but I was still finishing dunks with room, so I'm like, well, maybe I'm jumping actually half decent. And it got to the point where once I started trying 360 Eastbay, I was finishing with a lot more room than I thought I should have been, given how I felt. So that's when I decided to look and see if the rim was lowered. Now, with my YMCA hoop, there's a way to tell if it's lowered. I'm gonna put a picture right here. But when it's not adjusted all the way up, there's a silver part of the hoop that's visible. And I saw a little bit of silver, so I'm like, okay, it's just slightly lowered, enough for me to like actually notice while I'm jumping. Now, I have no clue how high it was before I raised it. I really didn't care. It was only lowered by maybe 0.5 inches from what I could tell, but I pretty much just raised it back up as soon as I knew. And I still hit the 360 Eastbay. And I'm honestly really happy I made the 360 Eastbay after I raised the rim, because if I would have finished the session and I would have realized I made it on a lowered rim, I would not have liked that very much. Because for me, it's very important to practice all of my dunks on a super legit rim. Because if you watch the last video, I would have made like 7 under boths if the rim was just slightly lower, like maybe even a quarter. I think it's so good to practice on a legit rim, because in circumstances like that, if I would have just made the dunk, I wouldn't have known there was anything wrong with the dunk. But because of how many times I had a frustratingly close miss, obviously I know there's something wrong with the dunk, so that allows me to study it and kind of further improve it. And if the rim's low and I make the dunk with the technique being trash, I will never know the technique is trash, and then I'm not going to get better. So that's why I kind of always recommend guys to practice on as legit of a rim as they can find, because ultimately I think it just makes you a better dunker. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of go over the session, tell you guys what happened there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Leave a like if you liked the video. It helps a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.